got this. What are you doing at that point? Ether! I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is ironic. In the Batchat 25 ton, this is obviously a tier 10 game. And this is on Mountain Pass. Now, before we go anywhere, two people need to be pointed out. Oops, that's totally the wrong button. Alt and not space is what I meant to push. That is Ashen in his Jag Panther E100, and that is Strife in the Tiger GW. What? No, GW Tiger P. That's what. I almost said GW E100 because, of course, there is a lot of already on this particular team. Whoops, my bad. Anyways, so these guys are jumping into a game, and before we actually get into the game, if you enjoy this game, please do leave a like. I have changed the audio setup. As you may have noticed, there's no mic in my face anymore. I don't know if that's good or bad. I assume it's good, but it might be bad. So any of the audio files out there, I know you're out there. Tell me, and anyone else, tell me. Like, I mean, the more feedback I get, the better. I don't know. I hope I've done right. I may have screwed it all up. We'll see. Anyways, jumping in. Oh, one other thing about this game, I'm going to try and make some interesting cuts. You'll notice them as I go. I'm not going to talk about them because I got to do them in the editing room and not now. But anyways, we watched Ronick absolutely destroy that poor AMX 5100. Well, that guy thought he was going to have a good game, and then he walked out there and got murdered. I guess he wasn't expecting anyone from our team to be there at that point in time. Now, unfortunately, our Patton has left himself in a vulnerable position. The 5100 gets taken out, but the Patton is the only one there, and as soon as the enemy team realizes that, they're probably just going to charge him. Now, Strife has positioned himself up in the top by the ice road. He is going to rain down death over here and try and keep the enemies at bay. In the meantime, Ash is positioned in the middle and has continued to fire at shots whenever he's loaded. Now, he is in the Jag Panther E100, so he loads about once every 30 seconds. So the only way he's going to be effective is if every shot penetrates and does damage. Which is why I'm going to be showing you clips of his perspective. And you'll get to see shots like that in first person. But I'm not going to be showing you his entire game because that would be boring. Sorry, Yash. But loading once every 30 seconds and finding stuff to talk about in between, not really great. So we're currently waiting on Rock. He's waiting for the situation to change, to find somewhere where he can engage the enemy effectively. He doesn't want to be running out there and dying or getting shot for no particular reason. Our Patton is in trouble, and I guess he didn't realize he didn't have friendlies, or he thought that he'd be able to keep them at bay all by himself. Either way, he's in a bad spot right now, and he has a Leopard 1 charging in on him. So Ronick is going to come over here to support him. Tiger 2 fires his shot, Ronick pops out and kills the Tiger 2. And the other Tiger 2 is now realizing what kind of position he's in and is getting out of there. Now, Ronick still has 2 shells left. He knows there's a Leopard 1 in the area, so he doesn't want to run his clip out, just damaging another Tiger. Especially since he wouldn't be able to kill the other Tiger 2. If he had the opportunity to come in and unload his entire clip and destroy both Tigers, I have no doubt he would take that opportunity. But just unloading 2 shells and damaging a Tiger when there's a bigger threat like a Leopard nearby is not smart, unless he didn't do it. Ash fires off another shot and destroys the enemy Waffen target E100. That poor guy. Well, that's another guy who thought he was going to have a good game. And, not so much. Our Patton is alone once again. Now, thankfully, at this point in time, the enemy team doesn't realize he's alone, so they're not really pushing him as hard as they should be. But when Ron gets spotted here in a second, they will realize what's going on and will start to... Oh, there goes the Patton. Unfortunately, he gets killed by the leopard, who I guess realized the situation a bit further in advance than I expected him to, or the Patton expected him to. But we traded... Oh, I thought for a second we were going to trade an E75 for Patton. We didn't. We just lost a Patton. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ash is turning around. He is getting ready for this leopard to come around the corner. He knows that Ronick is reloading. These guys are no doubt in TS together, talking about what's going on, and that's why Ash is turning around. Now, if Ash gets circled, he is going to die, so Ronick is going to go over here and support him. And his reload will be up in 8 seconds, so... Well, the leopard seems to be sniping. We'll see if the Tiger 2 is pushing. I'm not certain that I dislike the fact that the leopard is sniping, but it's not where I think he should be. I think he should have scouted this pass and figured out that Ronick and Ash were coming already. He didn't, so instead this poor Tiger 2 is going to get a Jag Panther E100 shell to the face, which does not feel good. Tiger 2 has already figured it that he was lit, either because he saw Ronick or that he's got 6th sense and was backing off. Ash fires a shot into the dirt because that dirt really needed to die, and now it's dead. It's very dead dirt. So Ash is... Sorry, not Ash. Ronick is slowly pushing up, trying to make sure he doesn't end up in a bad situation. The Tiger 2 is falling back as fast as he possibly can. And, there we got lit by something. Oh no! Strife goes down up in the top. Now Strife was dishing out a bunch of damage from up there, and we'll see how much he did at the end of the game. Ooh, come on, let's kill a leopard. One more shell. Nope, leopard is fast enough to get out of there. Now he did 400 damage to us, but we returned 800 to him, so it's a trade I'll take once in a while. I'm not sure Ron can take that trade again, because he is almost dead. But he's sneaking out here to see if he can get a sneaky shot into this leopard or the Tiger 2. Is that leopard going to come around the corner? This is dangerous because of the fact that the leopard is in cover. The leopard should be able to see us before we can see him, which makes this not a great idea, but that's okay. We're very definitely losing this. We have a T95 and something else. A T32 pushing in on our base right now. We only have 180 health Tiger 2 back there to deal with it. Ronick is in the middle of a reload. He cannot do anything for another 24 seconds. Great. Our Tiger 2 is now dead and they are capping the base. Ash is rolling as fast as his little tracks can carry him, but it's not like he's going to get there in record pace with the Jag Panther E100. I thought for a sec that Ronick was going to start pushing, but that would be silly. It wouldn't actually do anything, and it would probably only damage Ronick. Ash is going to have to reset this cap, and Ronick is going to have to hold his back while he does it. As there's a T95 in there and a T32, Ronick doesn't really have the help to go in there until they've both fired at Ash. So he is delaying and delaying and delaying. That was an artillery shell, thankfully missing, only doing a little bit of splash damage. Now that they both fired, Ronick comes flying in here, holding his shots until he knows they're going to do something decent. Unfortunately, Ash is still getting bombarded, and that is a dead T95. Good. Base is safe. And these guys are both pulling into cover, making sure that Artie is going to have a difficult time hitting them, and probably Artie doesn't know where either of them are right now anyway, so that is good. It is now 2v4. And Ronick is reloading yet again. Now you notice he only has 13 shells left. With 5 shells per reload, that effectively means he's got 2 full mags and then a half a mag left. Now, there's 1 mag of standard ammo and then 1 mag of gold, and then he's going to have to fire his 3 remaining APCR standard ammo. Yeah, that's going to be a fun reload. That's still going to be a 39-second reload for 3 shells instead of 5. Oh, lovely. There we go. We got the... that poor guy. Up and... Unfortunately, Ash got hit really hard there by artillery. Artillery is just going to town on Ash. Ronick does in fact manage to pull out and take out the Waffenträger and needs to get back into cover. Now we're left with only the Leopard and of course the artillery. So Ronick is pushing out this way. He's not bothering to reload. There's not really a point at this point in time. He's got 4 shells left in the mag. For right now on this side of the map, the only person he's going to run into is the Leopard. The Leopard we know was last spotted on about 190 health or something, 187. So that is 1 shell.
5 minutes.
He's got 3 misses and 1 shell to kill Leopard, pretty much. It looks like in fact he's going hunting for artillery. Now the T92 has enough health that it may take him 2 shots, depending if he low rolls or not. Ooh, look at that. Dead Leopard. Yeah. Okay. Now, we are looking for artillery. Ash is going to stay at base. He's way too slow to go and do anything. And it's always nice to know when the enemy is thinking the same thing you are. And you're both thinking smart things, because that means it's going to be a good game. Now, Ronick is playing. He zagged over to here, and then turned around and came back. And the reason he didn't just turn around is because he was still lit. By driving forward, he has made sure the enemy is going to have to look in that direction. He was last spotted going forward in that direction. The RD is going to have to be pointing there. Now, not both of them, mind you. One of them can still be pointing in the other direction. But one of them has to be looking there. Because if they don't have XCM, they don't realize how good of a player Ronick is. And even if they do, he may have made a stupid mistake, and he may still be on that line. You just don't know. This is World of Tanks. Anything can happen, and often does. And now we're, he has found M5355, who was in fact paying attention in the other direction. And there's the T92. Rush shot unfortunately misses. Ooh, got him with that one, and he is left on 49 health. Okay, well. So, Ronick has zoomed out there in an effort to try and keep track of the T92 while he's goes around corners and stuff. T92 has set up. 5,600 experience with a ×5. Wow. Master Badge, First Class, Fire for Effect, Duelist Bruiser, and then of course the Top Gun Award. Now, not getting high caliber is a bit surprising considering how monstrous of a game he had. But there's a good reason for it. As we flip over here, you'll see that Ash also had 6,000 damage. So, yeah, it's hard to get 20% of the overall damage of your team when half of that, you know, half your teammate has done the exact same amount of damage as you. Now, one other thing needs to be pointed out. Strife dealt almost 2,000 damage. Between these 3 guys, that is almost 14,000 damage in a single game. What was the rest of the team doing? Because apparently not all that much. 24 shots fired, and a tank that only carries 30 rounds. That was a lot closer of a game than Ronick would have liked it to have been, and he made 5,000 credits. Considering the fact that he fired his almost his entire ammo loadout, had a severely damaged tank, and used a consumable at some point in time, that is a decent intake for a tier 10 vehicle. Beautiful game, guys. Thank you so much for saying that in. I will see you all next time. This is ioEther out.